Everybody, welcome everybody. John Zager, how are y'all? Sure, it's a beautiful day here in Colorado. Clear skies, no clouds anywhere. Temperature's supposed to get up in, I thought it said the high 60s or something like that. But, so anyway, just wanted to do a little podcast this morning. Little one, probably not very long, but this one's just kind of on a higher level of understanding or consciousness. And I've been doing some reading the last few days, and this kind of popped up, and I just thought, well, maybe this is one that we need to talk about a little bit. And golly, how would I approach it? You know me, I come up with an idea and I don't put a lot of thought into how I'm going to present it. I just figure it'll come out. But a higher level of consciousness. So we have the five senses that we use to interpret a whole lot of things and communicate and understand, and gets us all through life every single day, and it works really, really well. But there's a higher level above that, kind of like a sixth sense, so to speak. I guess in the past they used to refer to that as ESP, extrasensorial perception. And how do you get there? How do you get to that point? So when we're working our program on self-healing, right, and we're meditating, we sometimes want to, get into that universal field, unified field, where all the energy seems to be at. And it's kind of difficult to do. I mean, if you haven't meditated a whole lot, it's something you have to acquire a skill at doing. And what it does is it gives you kind of a higher level of consciousness. You get a different perception of things. You can feel the energy and the vibrations of the universe. Because again, understand, the quantum model says that everything is all connected, everything is all one, everything is all energy. Newtonian model, basically says this is separate than that, and that's separate than this, and all that kind of stuff. So and I've been listening to some other people talk about this, and I really liked some of the stuff I've been hearing, and I wanted to share it with you guys. It's not mine. Well, some of it is, I guess. Some of it we've been all doing. But I picked up on some of this, and I really thought it was good, and I want to pass it along. So here's another way. So when we get into our meditations, right, which we want to do daily, hopefully in the morning and hopefully in the evening, or sometime during the day when everything is quiet and we can really focus our attention on the stuff we're working on. We sometimes, I guess I've suggested this in a couple groups I do on meditation, but one of the things that it suggests that I've been listening to, these other people, and I've suggested this to the groups that I'm in, is that we try to look through our third eye. We try to look through that third eye, which is just between and above your eyebrows, right? And it's kind of if it's open, you know, things are flowing through it freely, and there's no blockage there. Okay, then it's it's a fair amount of wisdom and knowledge and understanding and enlightenment, and there's a lot of that sort of stuff that can be transpired through getting in touch with that energy flow through your third eye. All right? So at first, when you start practicing this, and it's something you're going to practice, it's just not going to you're not going to be able to access this immediately. And again, you might already have no blockages within your third eye, and there may be a fair amount of wisdom and knowledge and understanding and enlightenment already in your life, and that's very cool. But for a lot of people, there's room to open it even more. And when you get deep enough into your meditation, right, and you start practicing, you're past the breathing, you're past the respirations, you've got your heart rate down to 12. Well, your respirations are down to 12 and your heart rate is down to, let's say, 50. And you're just in a really nice spot. And you start visualizing that you're looking out of your third eye. And it's dark in there, and it's quiet, and there's nobody there. And may seem a little frightening at first. But as you allow yourself to go there, the energy can start to move, right? The vibrations can start to happen. And you may begin to feel sensations and bodily things occurring that might frighten you. And if you can stay there long enough to get past that, right? That you can get past that, then all of a sudden you start acquiring and hearing, how would I put it, information and sensing information that you don't normally pick up from your five senses. That's a good way to put it. Neuroscience kind of stuff, right? So you kind of go up to another level, kind of like a sixth sense, and you become a little more enlightened about things, the world, the universe, that you're not consciously aware of in your five senses. Okay? So it's a practice you want to get really proficient at, because it offers a lot of knowledge. Okay? So that's one way, is to practice looking out your third eye and getting used to it, and whatever bodily sensations that may occur, and past that to where you're into that sixth sense, the ESP thing, so to speak, and you're picking up information that you normally would not be acquiring. There's another way. I mean, there's all kinds of ways to try to get this higher knowledge or um, to another level of energy and vibration to where you're in that sixth sense. There's several different ways. I mean, there's lots of people, go on the internet, there's lots of people talking about all kinds of various ways to do it. And I'm sure they're all very good. I'm kind of using some of mine and some of theirs, but here's another one that I like. This one's not mine, but boy, do I like this one a lot. And it has to do with imagining, that it's maybe dark, and there's a bright star right above you. And there's a bright star below you. So just kind of visualize yourself there in space. And this is after doing, you got to get yourself into your meditation and far enough along to where you can start practicing this so that it'll work. And what you want to start perceiving is an energy flow. Maybe you might want to have the upper star putting a bright light of energy through the top of your head, through your feet, all the way through your body, right? And then maybe you want to have the bright star below you through a bright light of energy coming from your feet all the way up through the top of your head. And then to take it even further. And this isn't something you just do right away and it just takes 30 seconds or 3 minutes or something. It's something you're going to have to practice at over and over again until you become very proficient at it. And then what you want to do is you want to be able to connect. You want to feel the energy from the upper star and the lower star both coming through your body, one up and one down. And they're going past each other inside your body. So what you have is you have this energy surge, right? This energy surge passing through your body from the bottom and from the top. And at this point, there's a good probability that if you can stay there long enough, and again get accustomed to, the bodily functions that and sensations that may occur, you get past some of the maybe frightening part that might occur. You'll be able to get to the sixth sense so that you can start picking up on some of the information and enlightenment and wisdom that you normally would not be getting from the five senses. And that's kind of the ESP sort of stuff that they talk about in that sixth sense. So it's getting to a point to where there is both enlightenment and wisdom and thoughts and understandings that you normally would not have within your five senses. And some of the thinking may seem a little odd because you're not within your five senses. You've moved over into your sixth sense. So the thing to do is to become very proficient at that, to get very good at getting there. All right. I'm not sure if I did a good job explaining that. I know in the beginning that was a little rough, but I got through it, and I think it makes sense, and I think it's pretty clear. Two examples of how to do it. Maybe another podcast, I'll give you another couple more ways to do it. Call in or write me or let me know if you need more. But I think these two ways do work if you're willing to put the work in to become proficient at acquiring that sixth sense. So what are we talking about this for anyway? What do we want to get to that sixth sense? What do we want to get to that enlightenment? What do we want to get from that wisdom? What do we want to get from the knowledge and understanding that's different than what we're getting from our five senses? I sort of, in my research, just talking to people, observing people, interviewing people, it's as if there's nothing more than what's going on immediately in front of me. When I look at people, people are pretty much, I don't know, how would I say it, they're just dealing with what they're doing right now. I don't know, they're walking their dog, they're fishing, they're shopping in a store, they're washing their car. When you talk to them, or interview them, if you have that possibility, I've had, I sort of get the answer of, what do I need that for? What's that going to do? How's that going to help me? Can I make money off of that? And that's the whole point right there. It's people who dream. Some people dream big. Most people don't dream big enough. Some people, when they're working on their program and they're trying to design a new life, a new self, a new personality, they get stuck. They get stuck in Newtonian physics, the Newtonian model, cause and effect. The detail is not there. The visualization is not there. The feeling is not there. The emotion may not be there. Everything seems to be a matter of factly. And in turn, the healing may not occur as they might like it to be. Follow me on that? So, I don't know, clinical psychology, I used to tell people, visualize yourself well, without the disease. How do you do that? And at that point you want to say, well, why don't you go try? But they're looking for a picture and something written down that gives them a step-by-step, I guess, step-by-step process to follow. And where I'm coming from is I think we need to get to, what does Dr. Joe Dispenza say? Pure consciousness. We have to get to a place of pure consciousness or thought alone. And I'm not sure that people quite understand that or know how to do that. I think everybody knows how to, here's a guy, getting his helmet on to go ride his bicycle and around the park, and he's just dealing with factual things. Putting some sunscreen on, I don't want to get burned. That kind of stuff. But what about a deeper thought, a deeper understanding, a deeper level of wisdom and enlightenment and thought? We're all connected. We're all one. We're all energy. And we walk around and seem to act as if we're all different and individuals doing our own thing, unrelated to that guy and what that guy's doing. That kind of makes sense, doesn't it? And I'm not sure that that's going to produce healing or a change in personality. How do you think, act, and feel? The end result is you're using matter to change matter. Well, if I ride this bike for 7,000 miles this summer, I'll be healthy. Well, I don't know. If you get into your sixth sense and universal field, and, you get a little enlightenment from the universe and from the energy of everyone being connected, maybe that health, wellness, healing can happen this afternoon. Can matter change matter? Yeah, probably in a lifetime. But basically, matter doesn't change matter. We have to reach this sixth sense, so to speak. And what I'm trying to do in this podcast this morning is put a little bit of clarity on, just in my language, how I think you can get there if you start practicing at it and the benefits of it. I practice it, and I'm real happy with it. And I ride a bike too, but I might be riding a bike for different reasons than these guys might be. When I sit here in my little park, with this lake in front of me and all these people on a Sunday afternoon out doing their walk around the park thing, they're all in a different world. They're all just matter doing their own thing. They don't seem to have a congruence. They don't seem to all be energy, all one. They're just all disjointed, going in different directions. And it's kind of a zoo to sit here and watch. I don't know if anybody's sick or ill or, has anything going on with them. It's really none of my business, but seems like people are pretty disjointed. So that's my deal. We're all one. We probably need to get past the five senses and into our sixth sense. A couple ways to do it. Need to practice that. And I think once you experience being there for a while and realizing the benefits of the energy and vibrations that you're absorbing, you'll want to go back again and again. Now, can you still come out and ride your bike? Absolutely. Come out and ride your bike around this lake and have all kinds of fun with your friends and your family. But I believe there's times where we need to go to another level and have another appreciation of the universe and the people and the energy forms in it. So there you go. Hope you all have a great day today. It's beautiful here in Colorado. Hope you're all well. God bless everybody, and I'll look forward to take care of one another, by the way. And I'll look forward to talking to you all again real soon. Thanks a lot. See you. Bye.